Yo, Felix here, and in this video, as the name suggests, I'm going to show you a strategy for finding products that sell on Shopify. So this might be a little bit different to what you've seen before, or it might be something you've seen 100 times in other videos. But regardless, it's an effective strategy. It works well for me, and especially if you're starting a general niche store where you want to test a lot of products that actually have market viability and potential, then watch this video, follow this strategy. And if you're a complete newbie, complete beginner, then this is a great introduction to testing products on Shopify and Facebook or wherever else you're going to be advertised. So first thing you need to do is you need to jump to this site here. Now this is just a website that's pulled up all the top selling Shopify stores. It's got a total of 28,000 here. So you can spend as much time as you want going through the pages and browsing, but I'm just going to start on the first page and I'm going to pull up this store here. So this is Sugar and Cotton. Now if you've been working in dropshipping for a while, then you're probably familiar with this dropship store. They actually they've got a huge Facebook following. So they've got almost 1.2 million people liking them. So they're a huge dropship store. Alright, cool. So once you've got the store, the next thing you want to do is you want to install this Commerce Inspector. It's a Chrome plugin, it's free. You get it installed on your desktop, and then this actually gives you a lot of insights. It's another spying tool. It's quite funny how much spying goes on in dropshipping, but that's just the way this business model works. So once you've got the spying tool installed, you can pull up their best sellers. So the bestseller tab here, and this is literally going to give you its best sellers. So you can see what they're selling the most of, their pricing model, the images they're using. You can break down their page setup, the language, how they're really selling it. So you can really take away a lot from this strategy looking here. Now I want to take this process one step further. So I'm going to show you what to do next. Okay, so taking the URL, we're going to head over to a site called SimilarWeb. So you're going to pop the URL into the search engine, and it's going to give you a bunch of information, a bunch of data about the performance of that site. So a lot of it's analytics basically. So here you can see its monthly traffic. It does run a lot of traffic to its site every month, anywhere between 500,000 to over 1 million. You can get a bit of information on the engagement, the duration, the pages per visit, their bounce rate. Now down here you can see the top countries for their traffic. So no surprise that United States is number one. It's one of the biggest consumer markets that a lot of e-commerce and dropshippers target. But you can often get surprised by the other countries. So I often see Brazil in the top 5 countries. So they obviously are starting to grow as a consumer market for online purchases. Now down here you see their traffic sources, so we can pretty much guess that social media is going to be one of their largest. As you can see here, it makes up 37.37%. Down here you have the referrals, so the site's referring to that website. Now it's kind of ironic because the site we're just on is their #1 referral. So obviously a lot of people are coming to the spy site, discovering Sugar and Cotton, and then this is showing up in the data here. Now you've got a bit about their search, if you are interested in the SEO of the site performance, how they're ranking for particular keywords organically, you can find out there. And then down here it breaks down their social traffic. So out of their 37%, roughly 95% is from Facebook. So we know they're running a lot of traffic to their site every month, and a lot of that, if not majority of it, is going to be paid advertising via Facebook on the front end. Now down here, displayed advertising, it's so minimal you can almost ignore that. Website content you can ignore, but this is quite fascinating. So this is the audience interests. So this is really like breaking down like their traffic into the categories that they best represent. So they're all, even though they're quite broad, you can apply this to your Facebook advertising. So shopping, news and media, business and industry, and then again, general merchandise. So using these broad interests, you can actually start to create kind of sub interests below them, which you can use for targeting your advertising. So just for a quick example, with like news and media, you might go by the biggest news sites out there, depending on like the demographic going by. It might be like Huffington Post, or if you're trying to go for a bit more of a younger demographic. It might be something like BuzzFeed or any of those kind of clickbaity, more entertainment sites. So this entire site is gives you a ton of information, ton of really powerful insight. Along with the e-commerce inspector, you can see what their best sellers are. So I'll pull that up again. So these two tools, you'll basically find out their best sellers, and then you can find out where they're running their traffic from, what country, what platform, how much traffic they're getting, and then you can use this going forward to actually start to refine your product research. Now I just want to show you one more thing. So SimilarWeb also provides other visited websites. So whether or not these are actually visited by the same audience or if they're like just similar websites. But this is actually very useful here. So I'm going to go to homenerds.com. So I can tell right away that this is a dropship store. And then again, we can go through and we can pull up the best sellers here. And then we can start looking for what this store is selling. And then you want to just refine this process, keep going through with as many general niche stores as you can that are doing well. And then if you start seeing similar products showing up, then you obviously know they're selling well on each of those stores. So it would be worthwhile testing that on your own brand new general niche store, because obviously the market's buying it, potentially in large quantities. So as you can see here, I won't go through this all again because it's pretty repetitive, but with e-commerce inspector, you can break down their best sellers. Again, you can take the URL, you can go through and you can find out the insights on this store. So they're not always going to have a traffic overview. Most likely because they either don't get a lot of traffic every month. Usually if it's under 10,000 it doesn't show, or it's just a brand new store or a couple months old. But you should be able to see, yeah, so they provide the social traffic. Again, you can see Facebook's a big one here. Audience interest. So they've actually broken this down. So the audience interest here, it's pretty similar to sugar and cotton, but financial management. So what I think this actually breaks down to is more of a behavioral interest on Facebook rather than or more of a behavioral target rather than an interest target. So with Facebook, you can actually target by like finance information, so their spendings on Facebook. So if you don't know, in America, Facebook gives you the option to actually do payments via their Facebook chat. It takes that information, it creates Facebook profiles based on people who spend X amount every month. So that's where this particular target comes in. Again, you can see a few other sites, daily fast deals, and you can go through again and again and again with the e-commerce inspector, the best sellers. You can find the products, and then you just start, what you want to do is you want to start compiling a list of products that you are seeing repetitively on the best sellers list for each site that you're spying on. You want to take the next step. You want to jump onto Facebook, you want to type those products into the Facebook search, and you want to see how people are reacting to them on social medias on Facebook, because that's going to be your #1 advertising channel. Most likely, you can also try on Instagram too. And then jumping over to AliExpress and looking at the reviews for those products. So if the product reviews are good and people are happy in the quality of the product, then it's safe to say that you could start testing these products as drop shipping. And then hopefully you've found yourself, whether it's 1, whether it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 killer products that are making you 6 figures a year or even 6 figures a month, depending on how quick you scale. Alright, so that's basically it. Nice and simple, quick summary. Alright, cool. So I hope this video was helpful. If you found it useful, show me some love. Or if you thought this video was crap, then show me some shade, either way. And if you feel like, joining my Facebook group, feel free to. It's Hustle Outside the Box. Basically, I share my videos here. I share my experience with Facebook ads, different products. I do a lot of testing with dropshipping, with e-commerce, so I like to share it. I like to see how other people, what sort of results other people get by implementing my tests. Other than that, all the best to everyone watching this video. I thank you for your time, and I hope that your e-commerce endeavors go well for all of you. So take care.